Hello again, and thank you for joining us here at 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now here's White. Porter pulls it in. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Pass to Pritchard from outside the arc. He buries it from three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
On the wing, Porter. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the bucket is good.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Back to Pritchard. Outside, Brown. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Back over to you, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's better.
Oh, wow!
Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Pass to White. To the paint. Here's Brown. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. And here are the Bucks now. They're on a 14-6 run. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, BA, he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Celtics trail by 10. Outside, Brown. Pass to Minot. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
There's a screen by Turner. Knocked loose. White with a steal. Here's Minot. Rebound, Milwaukee. Porter from outside. Queta pulls it in. And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there. Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes. And 12 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Minot. Outside Pritchard. And here's White. 6 to shoot. From the arc. Giannis with the rebound. The Bucks leading by 6. Porter with it. Pritchard picks him up. And Porter hits from deep.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got 8 points.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition, and taking advantage.
Pass to Garza. Nice ball movement by Boston. Inside. Here's Hauser. That shot, no good. The Bucks leading by 11. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Pass to Simons. Back to Hauser. Here's Minot. Over Kuzma. Minot, good. Minot's got 5 points.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you guys.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Clock at 4. Over Trent. It's good on the putback. And now just a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. And the Celtics in possession here. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's Anthony. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. To the wing, right side. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And that sends Derek White to the free throw line. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. And grant the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum. Derailed. Oh, wow! What a finish by Jaylen Brown.
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with a memorable finish.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Keita. Hauser outside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
Antetokounmpo with it. Guarded by Hauser. To the inside. Porter. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The long strides of Giannis help him get down the court fast. A lethal player in transition.
Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Yep, that one goes. Turner's got 10.
Smart bucket by Turner. Use your length and score it in close.
Three-pointer. Excellent D there from Hauser. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 10. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Porter outside. Hauser grabs the board. It's Brown on the wing. Porter with the steal. Here's Rollins. Misses the 3. And so it's Milwaukee ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Here's Brown. Shoots a fadeaway. He can't get it to go.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And the Bucks lead by 15.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
Porter from outside. Doesn't go for him.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Yes, Peyton Pritchard doing it at the NBA level. But he was a beast in the college ranks too, Richard.
All-time leader in games played, minutes, and assists in his conference. The only player to reach 1,900 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds in the conference. You know, that's pretty tough.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Miles Turner with a 3. Turner's got 13.
The defense better watch Turner more closely because he can strike that fast.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Celtics trail by 16. Pass to Queta. Uses the glass on the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And here's Brown for three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Trent. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Great dime right there by Kuzma. An impressive distributor at his position.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to White. Just 5 on the clock. Boston, no good that time either. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 13-4 run. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Brian, back to you.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
Back to Pritchard. And here's Brown for three. Fires in the triple. Brown's got 12.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the three, die by the three. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Here's Minot. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Now the Bucks with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Celtics trail by 21. Here's Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simons got 5 points.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Kuzma for three. Garza grabs the board. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Launches a three. And Anthony Simons with a three. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
On the wing, Simons. Give him 8. It's hauled in by Rollins. Now Milwaukee moving it up. And down it goes. 2 points. He has 7.
gets behind the D on the break, and the pass is there waiting for him.
And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Here's Simons.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. At the end of the third quarter, well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Celtics trail by 20. Pass to Hauser. From downtown, it's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Right here.
Here's Kuzma. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, give credit to Kuzma for taking the contact so well. Excellent work powering the shot through.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard.
And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's Ayton. And stolen by Maxey. Pass to George. No good on the triple. And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Now, Doncic. Paul George missing from long range. And the rejection by Embiid. In the corner, it's Oubre. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. A nice shot by George.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Embiid, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Oubre. Now, here's George. Maxey in the corner. 6 to shoot. George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. LeBron with the block.
And Bron with the block. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Doncic feeling it out. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Doncic, here we go. Drops in the layup for 2. Doncic has got 6.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
Back to Maxey. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Edwards. Philadelphia leading by 3. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We discussed the challenge of defending Luka Doncic specifically in the pick and roll. Coach wasn't afraid to voice his concerns. He said, quote, "That's where Luka poses the most problems. The main thing is we have to be quick to react. If we're a step slow, when they're in that set, he'll burn us." Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. 14 feet away. McCain's shot is off. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
The 76ers leading by 3. At the elbow, it's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Doncic outside. To the inside. Shoots it. No good that time. And that does it for the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Inside, McCain. Embiid the screen. And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Smart deciding where to go with it. And here's Reeves outside. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The 76ers leading by 3. Embiid the screen. Over Ayton. Embiid, no good. Jumps up, and Ayton throws it down.
Outrunning the opposition. Ayton's got those long strides.
Fires, high post. Good on the jump shot. That's now 8 points for Joel Embiid.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
Pass to Embiid. Over Ayton. Embiid, no good. Here's Ayton. He's guarded by Grimes. Here's Embiid. Puts the move on. And the dunk by Embiid.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Embiid. The Lakers with the rebound. Well, Gabe Vincent is a combo guard, RJ, who provides stability at both ends of the floor.
Gabe's a smart player. He's comfortable playing on or off the ball. And he's a tough defender who can guard at the point of attack.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Back to Embiid. Embiid powers it down.
A dominant night for Joel Embiid offensively. He's taking whatever he wants.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Doncic. 8 points for him. A 3-ball. Rebound Andre Drummond.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's George. Oubre outside. 4 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. So many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Guys?
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie. Doncic with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Rui showing off that athletic ability.
Back to Maxey. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Smart. Here's Doncic. Doncic going to work.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Now, here's Maxey. After Luka Doncic's miss.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Here's Doncic. Maxey grabs the miss.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And here's Doncic from the arc. And again, the Lakers no good.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
No one saw it coming off a finals appearance. Luka Doncic, Richard, traded to the Lakers.
I mean, we're talking about a 5-time first-team All-NBA player who was traded at just 25 years old. I've never seen it happen before. Expect Luka to have a big chip on his shoulder for the next few seasons.
And the Lakers with another miss. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Oubre. Outside, Maxey. 5 to shoot. The fadeaway. And that one, good. George has got 8 points.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Smith for 3. Reeves outside. Vanderbilt with the screen. To the paint. And they get it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kelly Oubre.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 12. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
This is why you got to clog up these lanes, because Reeves will rip right through them.
Here's Maxey. Lakers with the rebound. Down low. And Laravia slams it in.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. There's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Inside, Embiid with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Edgecombe. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Control, confidence, Edgecombe showing it all from the midi.
Pass to Smith. .119 left to play in the third. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's George. He's got 8. Here's Oubre. And he converts the layup. Oubre's got his first bucket in this one.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Now, here's Maxey. 12 points for him. Pass to Embiid. Got a piece of it. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third, and that one is good.
Just a typical selfless play from Smart. He's all about team success.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid, too tough inside.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Reeves can't hit. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game. From deep, Maxey. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be right back after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Lakers trail by 7. And here's Reeves outside. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Here's Philadelphia. Now McCain. Out left to the wing. Here's Embiid. The wing jumper off target. Here's Hayes. Rebound by the 76ers. And Grimes has it in the corner. Embiid inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Pass to Kleba. Lakers working the ball around now. And here's Reeves outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Spins. Here's Embiid. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Screen by Kleba. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Doncic fires. On the wing, James. And he hits from 17.
A real threat from the in-between area. LeBron wastes no time firing when he gets to that spot.
The 76ers leading by 7. Outside, Maxey. Beyond the arc. Cleared away by Ayton. Here's Hachimura. Oubre with the steal. Now Embiid. Strong move off the glass.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stop down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Now here's Oubre. And he gets it, one to go. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. James. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
This is classic LeBron, leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Here's Embiid. Now Oubre. Off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Doncic outside. And that one falls. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Got it to go off the glass.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed them early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Doncic. And the three misses. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. George double-teamed. Maxey knocks down the 3.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And here are the 76ers now.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
So it's Philadelphia winning this Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. Bucks looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Milwaukee. So the Bucks win the tip. Giannis drives in. And he converts the layup. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Here's Holmgren. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end, and as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside, he has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen. I love when Shai does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Giannis dunks it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it. Yes, sir.
Outside, Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Williams. Porter with the steal. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And no one in the league does it better. Giannis feeling the contact there, almost using that to propel himself for the finish.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And Oklahoma City making a change here. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's SGA. And slam dunk by SGA.
Well, just get right up and over the top of the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, no doubt.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Antetokounmpo. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. SGA's got 10 points in the game.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Pass to Turner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City from downtown. And again, it's SGA. He's got 13.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
For the 3. That shot misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Giannis. And the layup is good.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Turner. No good with the layup. And here we go. From past the arc. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the three.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Thunder up by 15. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game. And Doris, I heard a famous coach talking about, quote, the human nature things that a team has to beat before they even get on the court. Can you talk about that?
Oh, Kevin, it's such a great point. So, for instance, is the team in it collectively? Do they care who's getting the shots, the rebounds, and the attention from the media? Or are they about the team and collective success? Human nature is a part of this.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Rollins, and it's blocked by SGA. For three, Holmgren. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
Rebounded by the Bucks. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Williams with the steal. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Fires the three. Nice D from Porter. Bucks passing it around. And it's slammed in by Turner.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall. And Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Bucks trail by 20. Nail. we'll see the New York Knicks taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Brunson outside. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Inside. Here's Hart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's Hachimura. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
Oh, wow, man.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Lakers. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Earlier, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And here's Los Angeles. And James gets it to go.
No doubt James can be effective right off the catch if he's gotten himself properly set up.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Vincent. Pass to James. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Big Cat says, take that.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. James, good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Lakers trail. Talking about Gabe Vincent, Clark, he's had some clutch moments in his career.
Yeah, even though he's primarily a role player, you like what he brings to the table. He's a guy that's capable of making big shots and not afraid to take them.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Here's LeBron. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And McBride gets it to go.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Screen by James. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Pass to Clarkson. In the corner. Shamet with it. There's the triple. Drops in the tray.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Down low. Ayton. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Pass to James. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. 1 second left. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert. Understands how to play.
Lakers trail by 6. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Cleveland, no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Wasted no time on that one. Shamet's got 12 in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA. But hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Los Angeles with another miss. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
Lakers trail by 14. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Back to you guys.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. With his first shot attempt, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
Throwing that weight around. Towns with 2 bonus points there.
The drive by Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Buries it from three-point range.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
To the middle. Here's Hayes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Knicks leading by 13. Brunson outside. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. Brunson's got 12 in the game.
And, man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
James looking around. Got a piece of it. Anunoby outside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And it's Smart with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 16. The finish. Here's Bridges. And he misses the fast break layup.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguardable.
Now here's James. He has 6. Five on the clock. And the layup falls. He's got 8.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Anunoby has the open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And so it's New York controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
Pass to James. It's over Brunson. James, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Towns, no luck. The Lakers really having a tough go here. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And here is Los Angeles now. Doncic outside to the inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Towns. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he's good on the second. 90 seconds now into the second half. Dadier, offensive rebound. Launches it. Rebound the Lakers. Here's Doncic. Inside. Here's Hayes. Pass to Kleba. Reeves outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Lachey. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's New York with it. Brunson scanning the floor. And that one goes long. The Lakers with the ball. There's the screen. Here's Doncic. Drains it from 17 feet out. Doncic has got 6.
Yeah, Luka's arsenal does cover the mid-range now. That inside the arc jumper is easy for him.
The shot's good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. To the left side wing. On the wing, Doncic. He has 6. Clock at 6. Here's Hayes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 7.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Doncic. Back to Laravia. And they double up Doncic. And they force the shot clock violation. Timeout. Great D. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a new group in for the Knicks. 1:12 left in the third quarter. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And he's good on the 3 ball.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Reeves right side. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And so it's New York with it. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. A shot by Clarkson, no good. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special, special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
And here are the Knicks now. Here's Clarkson. Vanderbilt with the rebound. James outside. Trying to find Hachimura. Gets it to him.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
And it's good. 2 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now Reeves. Pass to James. To the middle. The shot's good from Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Los Angeles. McBride's shot is off.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Clarkson outside. Yabusele, the screen. Down low. It's stolen by Hachimura. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. The 3-pointer, no good. The Knicks leading by 23. Clarkson for 3. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. To the left wing. Lakers passing it around. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Impressive shot from Hachimura, showing why you got to be up on him defensively.
Out to Clarkson. To the paint. Here's Yabusele.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
We are seeing some big-time play from Rui on offense. He's really getting into taking it to the defense.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside, James. To the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw missing. So for the Knicks. Good on the second free throw. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They have a 19-point lead. Inside. Vanderbilt with the steal. Here's Smart. A 3-pointer off the mark. On the wing, Anunoby. Screen by Hart. To the inside. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. Here's James. And he jams it in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Los Angeles calls timeout. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Doncic outside. Pass to Ayton. Now LaRavia. He's guarded by Anunoby. And here's Doncic from the arc. The Knicks leading by 19.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Knicks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And Brunson is good for three.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Here's New York. Here's Towns. Plays it up and banks it in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Doncic outside. Shoots over Brunson. Off the iron that time. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly.
It's the Phoenix Suns taking on the San Antonio Spurs. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside.
And he's not the biggest guy, but Vassell can get up there when he needs to. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air. Hey, you know what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And stolen by Vassell. In the corner, Castle with it. To the inside. Wembanyama with the bucket.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Booker outside. Jacks up a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Tonight, his team has a huge assignment, containing all-star guard Devin Booker. He told me Devin is as good as it gets at the 2. He's always applying pressure. His shooting is great, but we don't talk about Book's ball handling enough. He is lethal in that regard as well. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks. Wembanyama, no good. The three. And the Suns, another three.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Outside, Fox. Will it go? Barnes. Phoenix grabs the miss. Shots good by Booker.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 9-point game. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. An excellent display of speed there.
Booker looking around. 5 on the clock. To the middle. And Brooks gets it to go.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
Here's Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
Here's Bouye. And done with the slam.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Rocking that rim. Keldon Johnson, a big physical wing.
Pass to Bouye. Back to Richards. No good with the layup. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. We witnessed him delivering a series of and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. Booker brings it hard to the rack.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That is his first foul of the game. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Now, Booker, he's got 15. Williams. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
To the paint. And it's Williams finishing it off.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Suns, Spurs trailed by 6. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. It's deflected. Goodwin with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Richards. he jams it right over Wembanyama.
You got to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
Inside, O'Neal misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Phoenix making some changes. Phoenix leading by 4. Booker outside. There's a screen by Williams. And Williams throws it down.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Down low, here's Williams. Brooks a screen. To the inside. And the dunk by Brooks.
What a throwdown by Brooks there. Always looking to establish some force and dominance with his play.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Phoenix shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one falls for Brooks.
And Brooks is this team's agitator and instigator. He wants to spark the group with his energy at both ends of the floor.
It's stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Gets out ahead and finishes the job. Devin Booker.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
To the paint. Here's Brooks. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Rolling off the pick, ready to do some damage, Wembanyama.
Back to Booker. From the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway.
Good job by Brooks, getting a close-in look and capitalizing.
Here's Fox. Rebound by Williams. Phoenix leading by 16. Here's Brooks. Into the lane. Bucket is good. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Allen outside. Pass to Booker. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Phoenix.
Spurs trail by 18.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 11. Inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
Nice seeing Barnes go for that dunk. Always looking to finish with power at the rim. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Here's Richards. And that one, good. Richards got 6 points.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And we talk about Fox's speed, but he also has length, and he's a factor there in the paint.
Fox hits them both.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Here's Fox. 13 points in the game. Pass to Castle. And it's Vassell in the corner. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And Richards has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The kick out to Fox. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Here's Castle. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Booker outside. Pass to Iguodaro. Here's Bouye. Hasn't made one yet. And the dunk by Brooks.
And when Brooks is in a groove like this, he's going to continue to be a problem for you as long as he can. He likes to put salt in the wound.
Here's Wembanyama. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Suns leading by 14. Allen for three. Here's Iguodaro. Good defense by Wembanyama. Down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. Spurs passing it around. Stolen by Brooks. And even 3-on-3 break. Booker with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Back to Brooks. Latrey. No good on that one. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Wembanyama. Iguodaro grabs the rebound. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And that one's good. Iguodaro.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Harper. To the middle. Here's Sochan. And the dunk by Sochan.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Spurs trail by 11. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And that one is good.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
Here's Booker. Oh, he's right in the heart of that defense. Booker.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Harper with the ball. Floats one up. Brooks grabs the board. On the wing, Booker. Pass to Gillespie. Keeps it alive. Wembanyama with the rebound. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 14. And Fox has it in the corner. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Brooks. He takes it in. And the dunk by Brooks.
Love the energy Dylan Brooks brings. Strong move that time.
Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs trail by 14. Cleared away by Brooks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Barnes. Nice execution down low.
Boy, the size and quick release Barnes has helps him inside. I mean, he feels very comfortable shooting from here.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Fox goes in. Oh, that was a two-hander.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive. taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Spurs trail by 14. Now Wembanyama.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Booker outside. From deep. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Castle fires. And he misses the J. Suns leading by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Suns.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
Oh, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
Now Wembanyama. Off the glass. Booker outside. It's good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Missed on the three. Shoots the three.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
He makes the second free throw, and that brings them within single digits. And so he's good on all three free throws, and that brings them within 8. It's Booker. 18 feet out. Count it. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce.